Good afternoon and welcome to Green TV PATT Foundation's weekly update. We have a full set today, so we've got all the guys on the call. So tune in and stay listening to, even though it's absolutely freezing up here, stay tuned in and listen to what each of the guys will give you an overview of what's happening in all things Green Task Force. So Andy, we'll start with you. What's happening in Preston?
Well, first of all, we've not got everybody because we haven't got the Welsh guys. They're out planting trees. We've got 350 trees to plant in Wales. We're clearing a site in Hull today, ready for planting along Skull Courts Lane tomorrow for its National Tree Week. And then I'm just going to turn this around. We've got a visitor. We've got Stevie Sanford.
Afternoon, everybody.
Hello, Steve.
Steve is the Hull FC Veterans Project Pathways Officer. So now with PATT Foundation, talking to Hull FC, even though I'm a Rovers supporter and we are in I'm biting the bullet, for the cause of the veterans.
That's dedication to the veterans, that is. That's dedication, because I know what an avid red and white supporter you are, the Red Army. So yes, that's taking it for the team. So what else is happening in Preston, Andy?
I'm definitely not taking one for the team, that's for sure. We've had all the trees tree planting. Last week we cleared a site, the Lozenge, ready for the Queen's Green Canopy tree planting project. And there's just a lot of work going on, as always, trying to get everything in place. I know Mark's been busy. We're looking like we're waiting for some feedback from Wales. We've got 20,000 trees to plant in Wales as well. So we might mobilise a team from the East Riding and Merseyside to go and assist on that project, because a lot of the grant funding for our tree planting in the East Riding is been slowed down just because of the process and the administration under the Community Forest Trust and the local authority. So as always, just a lot going on, and it's freezing.
Yeah, absolutely. So we've had a flurry of snow up in East Yorkshire, but it's not stopped the guys. You're all set to go out tomorrow, which is absolutely brilliant. So over to you now, Mark. Tell us what's going on in Merseyside.
Yeah, good. Still ever increasing the manpower and pushing out the message there to look at veterans coming on board. And a great chat with a gentleman this morning who seems super keen, Liverpudlian, wanting to get involved. So, yeah, that's fantastic. In terms of training, currently working through, I know the whole team are working through an online UK Forestry Standard online webinar and what have you. And that's been an absolute godsend of information, covering such a varied range of subjects. And it's been absolutely fantastic to sit on that. And in terms of the wider projects, the links between myself and the Mersey Forest Woodland Advisors are growing, and we're soon hopefully looking at committing to some planting projects.
Absolutely brilliant. I'm going to go off subject just ever so slightly, but Jamie, you're number 2 down there in Merseyside. Unfortunately, bless him, he's got COVID, but that's not the reason for me announcement. But he had his first boxing fight, didn't he? And you tell everybody a bit more about that. It's quite funny.
Yeah, so he had his charity mixed martial arts event, and he made light work of his opponent. It was clear from the start he was well revved up. Easy work.
Wow, that's so funny. And he was sponsored obviously by the Green Task Force, so that was on his shorts and everything. I know you fellas did pull his leg and say show us sponsor the bottom of your boot, but it seems that wasn't the case. So we've got our very own boxing fighter within the team, so that's great. Thanks for that update, Mark. JJ, we've got you this time. We seem to have had signal problems over the past couple of weeks, but you're out in the field, your signal's fully on, so give us an update from down there, please.
Well, I'm obviously south of Exeter, where the communications sort of had to draw a line, but we've managed to improve it. We now have 4G down in this part of the world. I'm outside. I don't have snow. It's a little bit cold, but we're all right. I'm going to touch on the sporting theme and rectify the balance. Down here, we play rugby union. And one of the local businesses has just bought myself 2 referee shirts, which will have Green Task Force and Plant Tree Foundation logos on my shirts, so you'll be able to see that through Cornwall Live. On the front of work, we have 3 surveys to do. Unfortunately, I need my passport. I've got to go into Devon, which is always a bit tricky on the cone, the scone sketch. It's always a bit dodgy there, but I'll try and lay off the scones. And this week, we have another site visit down to Roseweek Farm. Our tree hugger of Cornwall, Vicky Cartwright, I'm going to record a piece with her, and then we'll try and get it on for her to next week, where we'll be starting our showroom, so we can go and instruct anybody who requires to do tree planting or any woodland clearing in a safe environment. But it's really pleased to be on this week, because last week I wasn't here.
Nice to have you as well. Thank you for the update. So lots going on down in your neck of the woods too, and a haircut, I think, JJ. So gosh, we are pushing the boat out. So I didn't know we had hairdressers down there. So
some of them were on chops off, haven't they?
I used my sheep shearing tools. It's not a problem.
The sideburns have gone down slightly.
Auditioning for a part in Emmerdale, I think. Hang on, I've got an impression.
Lamb chops. What are we on about?
That's brilliant. Well, thanks ever so much, guys. Is there any other business to add before we sign off today? Thank you for the update. That's great to see the productivity. And it was, I don't know if it's still on this week, but it was National Tree Week last week. So it's very pivotal.
All this week.
Is it all this week as well? Brilliant. So it's very pivotal for our line of business. So any other business before we sign off today, boys?
Oh, all good.
All good.
Oh, quiet. Oh, I sent them speechless. If only they could do the same with me. Have a great rest of your day, everybody. Thanks for watching. Tune in next week for more updates. And thank you, everybody, for your support. Bye for now.
Bye.